Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers reveal that Steffy Forrester may have some bad news ahead of her. Luna Nozawa clearly isn't giving up on the idea of a future with Bill Spencer, but that can't happen if she remains behind bars. Of course, escaping is a possibility, but that wouldn't do Luna much good. Luna doesn't want some difficult life on the run where she's barely getting by. She wants to be living it up in the Spencer mansion with Bill doting on her. With that in mind, Luna may move forward with all the necessary steps to walk free. If Luna convinces Bill to support her legal defense, she might get off on temporary insanity sooner or later. Luna could ultimately score her freedom after fulfilling a psychiatric stint and fooling her doctors into thinking she's all better now. Bill might become Luna's defender and even let her live at the Spencer mansion again while she gets back on her feet. If Luna does end up getting released, you can bet Steffy is going to flip out. B&B fans certainly remember how Luna drugged Steffy and locked her in a cage. Steffy remembers too, and will have a lot to say about it if Luna indeed wiggles out of real legal consequences. If John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, hadn't found Steffy when he did, she could have perished just like Tom Starr, Clint Howard, and Paul Hollis W. Chambers. Steffy has every right to be afraid of what Luna might do next and want her to remain incarcerated forever. However, B&B does seem to be going somewhere with Luna's continued pursuit of Bill and desire to be a free woman again. If Luna pulls off her freedom goal, she may wind up having a rematch showdown with Steffy down the road. Steffy might put Luna on full blast and push her to relocate far away from LA since no one wants her there. Luna may disagree and play up her lingering connection to Bill. Steffy certainly won't be drinking any tainted tea this time around, so she could put Luna on notice and warn that she'll regret it if she causes any more trouble. Our predictions hint that Steffy may eventually have reasons to be concerned about Luna and the threat she poses, so we'll pass along updates on any shockers that might be brewing. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Luna and Steffy's feud could reignite with some dramatic results, so stay tuned. The soft morning light streamed into Forrester Creations' main office, but the tension in the air was anything but light. Steffy Forrester stood by the expansive window, her hands clenched into fists, gazing out at the Los Angeles skyline. It was supposed to be a calm day, but nothing stayed calm for long in her world. "Steffy, you have to let it go," came Finn's soothing voice as he walked into the room. Steffy whirled around, her blue eyes flashing with anger. "Let it go? How am I supposed to let it go, Finn? The woman who kidnapped my daughter is being released. And on top of that, Luna decides now is the perfect time to stir the pot." Finn sighed, running a hand through his hair. "You know the justice system isn't perfect, but we'll handle Sheila. You need to focus on protecting the kids and not let Luna get under your skin." Steffy raised an eyebrow. "Luna's been a thorn in my side since she walked into Forrester Creations. First, she tries to cozy up to Ridge. Then she acts like she knows everything about the family business. And now she's out to prove something again. It's exhausting." As if on cue, Luna appeared in the doorway, her dark eyes gleaming with confidence. Her presence was commanding, and she carried herself with an air of defiance that only fueled Steffy's frustration. "Good morning," Luna said sweetly, though the underlying tension was palpable. "I hope I'm not interrupting anything important." Steffy crossed her arms, her expression icy. "As a matter of fact, you are. What do you want, Luna?" Luna's smile didn't falter. "I thought you might want to know that Sheila Carter has officially been released from prison. Word is, she's planning on making her way back to LA. You can thank your father-in-law, Jack Finnegan, for pulling a few strings." Finn's face hardened at the mention of his estranged father. But before he could respond, Steffy stepped forward. "Why are you even involved in this, Luna? This has nothing to do with you." "Oh, but it does," Luna replied, her tone dripping with sarcasm. "Sheila Carter's drama has a way of spilling over into everyone's lives. And considering the way you've tried to keep me out of the Forrester family circle, I figured you'd want to know the latest news." Steffy's anger flared. "You're not part of this family, Luna. Stop acting like you belong here. Luna's calm facade cracked for a moment, but she quickly recovered. I'm here because I've earned my place at Forrester Creations, and whether you like it or not, I'm staying. The room was thick with tension as the two women squared off, neither willing to back down. Finn stepped between them, his voice firm. Enough. We have bigger problems to deal with than this petty feud. Steffy glared at Luna one last time before turning to Finn. You're right. We need to focus on Sheila. If she thinks she can come anywhere near Kelly or Hayes, she's got another thing coming. Luna watched as Steffy stormed out of the office, her heels clicking against the polished floor. She couldn't help but feel a pang of satisfaction. Steffy might think she was untouchable, but Luna was determined to prove her wrong. Meanwhile, across town, Shayla Carter stepped out of the courthouse, a free woman once more. The sun warmed her face, but her smile was as cold as ever. Her release had been a long time coming, and she was determined to make the most of it. Freedom suits you, came a voice from behind her. She turned to see Jack Finnegan leaning against his car, his expression unreadable. Don't get too comfortable, Sheila. The only reason I helped you was to protect Finn and Hayes. If you go near them, I won't hesitate to stop you. Sheila chuckled, her eyes glinting with mischief. Oh, Jack, you always were so dramatic. I have no intention of causing trouble, unless someone gets in my way. Jack shook his head. You're playing a dangerous game. Sheila's smile widened. Life is a game, Jack, and I always play to win. Back at the Cliff House, Steffy was deep in thought. She knew Sheila wouldn't stay away for long, and she wasn't about to let her family be blindsided. She called Ridge and Taylor, bringing them up to speed on Sheila's release and Jack's involvement. We need to be proactive, Steffy said, her voice determined. If Sheila thinks she can worm her way back into Finn's life, she's got another thing coming. Ridge nodded. We'll keep an eye on her, but don't let this consume you, Steffy. You've worked too hard to rebuild your life. Steffy glanced at her children, who were playing nearby, oblivious to the storm brewing around them. I won't let her take anything from us again. While Steffy was rallying her family, Luna was busy plotting her next move. She had always admired the Forrester dynasty, but admiration wasn't enough. She wanted power, influence, and respect, things that Steffy seemed determined to deny her. Luna had spent months digging into the Forresters' past, uncovering secrets that could give her the upper hand. And now, with Sheila back in the picture, she saw an opportunity to align herself with someone who wasn't afraid to shake things up. Later that evening, Luna met with a mysterious figure at an upscale bar. I hear you have information that could be useful to me, she said, sliding a manila envelope across the table. The man opened the envelope, his eyes scanning the contents. This is risky. Are you sure you want to go down this road? Luna's expression was steely. If it means taking Steffy down a notch, then yes, I'm all in. As the days went on, the tension between Steffy and Luna continued to escalate, spilling over into their professional lives at Forrester Creations. Luna's increasingly bold moves left Steffy questioning her loyalty, while Luna grew more determined to prove she belonged. At the same time, Sheila began making her presence known, sending cryptic messages to Finn and even showing up uninvited at public events. Her actions sent shockwaves through the Forrester and Finnegan families, forcing them to come together to protect their loved ones. In the midst of the chaos, Steffy and Luna found themselves on a collision course, their feud threatening to tear apart not just the company, but the family itself. And with Sheila lurking in the shadows, ready to exploit any weakness, the stakes had never been higher. Would Steffy be able to outmaneuver both Sheila and Luna to protect her family? Or would Luna's hidden agenda and Sheila's schemes prove too much for her to handle? One thing was certain. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, nothing stayed quiet for long.